West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to today's play-by-play broadcast. Littlefield Wildcats baseball is brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, Fibermax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet, GMC. We will go live and direct to the ballpark for today's play-by-play action, right after a word from our sponsors. Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome into Littlefield Wildcats baseball action here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're broadcasting live today from Roosevelt High School here in Acuff, Texas, where we are starting early today. I apologize. We've got the first batter coming to the plate as we are set and ready to go. This is Major McNeese coming to the plate for the Littlefield Wildcats. And I'll try to give you all of the info, batting order, positions, all of that stuff as we go because we are starting early. It didn't have much of a pregame. Normally this is the time I would be filling you guys in on who's playing where, the batting order, and all that. But Major McNeese is batting first in the order for Littlefield, and we are underway. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the windup and the next pitch. That will be fouled off, out of play. On the foul ball, it'll be strike 1. Count goes 1 ball, 1 strike now. 1-1 to the batter, Major McNeese. McNeese at the plate for the Littlefield Wildcats with Adam McDonald on deck and Braden Redmond in the hole. Top of the first inning, 0-0. Next pitch to Major, that'll be fouled to the backstop. And that will be strike 2 on the foul ball. Yeah, they didn't waste any time getting started here, so we'll try to catch you up on batting order and positions. And I'm still trying to enter the Roosevelt roster into my app, so we'll give you those kids as well. Here's the 1-2 pitch coming to Major McNeese. That'll miss low and in the dirt, ball 2, and the count evens up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2-2. We do have a giant poll in the middle of your screen. If you're watching on YouTube, for those of you listening, doesn't matter. Major McNeese with a 2-2 count, left-handed senior at the plate for the Wildcats. Here's the windup and the pitch. High. Good eye there. It's going to be ball 3. A full count now, 3 balls, 2 strikes to the batter McNeese. Littlefield dressed in their maroon jerseys with white pants. Roosevelt in their white jerseys with white pants. Next pitch. Low and inside for ball 4, and it's a walk for McNeese to start things off here for Littlefield. Runner on first with no outs, and that will bring up Adam McDonald to the plate. Adam McDonald comes up, the number 2 batter in the order. He's the Wildcats' first baseman, senior. Roosevelt pitcher gets the call from his catcher. McDonald showing bunt. Pickoff throw to first is not in time as McNeese gets back in safely. We have a natural playing surface here at Roosevelt, dirt and grass. McDonald still awaiting the first pitch. He squares up, pulls it back. The pitch comes in for a strike. Catcher throws down to first, but it's not in time. And back at the plate, it is 0-1. 0-1 to the batter, McDonald. Braden Redmond is in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. Chip Green is in the hole. Runner on first base with no outs here in the top of the first. 0-0 our score. Here's the pitch. Again, the catcher throws down to first, not in time. That pitch was high for ball one. And the count evens up now at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. No outs here with a runner on first base. That's Major McNeese running at first. Adam McDonald at the plate. Here's the 1-1 delivery. Catches the outside corner. Catcher drops the ball. Major's going to go. The throw is not in time. And Major McNeese will be safe at second base on the passed ball. That was a good-looking pitch there from the Roosevelt right-hander. He just clipped to the outside corner of the plate. It was a good call by the umpire. And now McDonald is down in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Here's the timeout taken by McDonald as the pitcher goes into his windup. No outs, runner on second base for Littlefield here in the top of the first inning. Pitcher out of the stretch, delivers the 1-2. And that'll be a grounder. Gets past the shortstop between short and third. Major's rounding third, coming home, and Littlefield will score first on an RBI single by Adam McDonald. And a ground ball out to left field. Major McNeese scores easily. From second base, Wildcats on top here, 1-0. That'll bring Braden Redmond to the plate. No outs with a runner on first. Redmond is the Wildcats' second baseman. Braden steps into the box. Here's the windup and the pitch. Runner's going to go, and McDonald will be safe. The catcher was unable to make the throw, and that will put another runner in scoring position for the Wildcats. Back of the plate, 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Braden Redmond. Redmond at the plate, Chip Green on deck. No outs, top of the first. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Outside corner called strike 1. And that's the same pitch we saw there against McDonald. 1-1 now, Braden Redmond. McDonald with a conservative lead off the bag there at second. And now we'll have time as McDonald tags up. Redmond steps out of the batter's box. Coach Jet Hartley, the head coach, down the third base line. Coach Blake Green over on the first base side. 1-0 Littlefield, top of the first, no outs. Here's the pitch. McDonald's going to go, and the catcher will be unable to throw. That pitch comes in for a strike, but Adams steals third base. The Wildcats now have a runner on third with no outs. 1 ball, 2 strikes back at the plate here to Adam McDonald. And Redmond calls time. Braden Redmond at the plate. McDonald, the base runner. So here we go, the 1-2 delivery to Braden Redmond. He's going to foul this one over the backstop and out of play. Count remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Littlefield has already scored a run here in the first inning, and it is 1-0. Wildcats on top. Good night for baseball weather-wise, and that's why we're playing tonight. This game was scheduled for tomorrow, but it's going to be super windy again tomorrow, so coaches agreed to play it tonight. Redmond's going to swing at this one, ground it to the third baseman, gets past him. McDonald will score, and Braden Redmond knocks in a run. That'll be an error on the third baseman. E5 on the grounder. And Littlefield now leads the game 2-0.
Now batting number 28, Chip Green.
Chip Green comes to the plate now. Green, the cleanup hitter for the Wildcats. He shows bunt. Pickoff throw to first. Runner's going to go. They'll throw to second, and Redmond is safe as they drop the baseball. Roosevelt played that about perfectly. Redmond would have been out, but they couldn't hang on to the ball, and Braden Redmond will be safe at first, but he might be shaken up. Coach Hartley's going to go out and take a look. Braden Redmond out there on second base. Littlefield Wildcats have brought 2 runs across here in the first inning. Still no outs. 2-0 Wildcats, top of the first. But yeah, this game was scheduled to be played tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We're expecting high winds tomorrow. Upwards of around 60 miles an hour. So good thing they were able to play this one here tonight. We did get off to an early start. It is just now coming up on 7 o'clock. We are in the top of the first inning. Started about 10 minutes early. Chip Green at the plate. No outs. Braden Redmond, the runner on second. Here's the windup and the pitch to Green, and he'll foul this one off. On the foul ball, it'll be 0-1. Give us a count. Ump. Not going to do it. I believe it's 0-1. Here's the windup, the next pitch. Low and away. And Redmond off the bag at second base. The catcher throws down, but he's able to get back in time. Braden Redmond, the runner at second. Chip Green at the plate. No outs. Top of the first inning. Littlefield leads it 2-0. Here's the 1-1. That'll be a fly ball hit out into center field. Center fielder gets up under it, makes the catch. Redmond will not be able to tag and go, and that will be out number 1 as Chip Green flies out to center field. That'll bring Gabriel Mata to the plate for the Wildcats. Mata, the third baseman, steps into the box. Pickoff throw to second, not in time. So Gabe Mata at the plate. Braden Redmond at second. 1 away. Littlefield on top here. 2-0, top of the first. Scheduled to play 7. That pitch is a little bit low for ball 1. Now 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Gabe Mata at the plate. Ian Mendez is on deck. Mata with his pink bat. Holds up on that pitch, and it's in there for a called strike. And this umpire is giving the Roosevelt pitcher that outside corner, and I agree with him. He's got good control there, and he's just placing it there on the outside corner. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Here's the 1-1 pitch. And Gabe is going to take this one high, ball 2. Now 2 balls, 1 strike, 2-1. Major McNeese and Adam McDonald have already scored here in the first inning. Littlefield leads 2-0, top of the first. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a line drive over the pitcher's mound, out into center field. Here comes Redmond. He's coming home, and he will score. On the throw, Mata slides in to second base, and that's another run scored for the Littlefield Wildcats. Gabe Mata will be credited with the RBI single, and then he advances to second base on the throw to the infield. And that makes your score 3-0. Littlefield on top, 3-zip. Ian Mendez comes to the plate now for the Wildcats. Mendez, the number 6 batter in the order for Littlefield, and he'll call time. Gabe Mata, the base runner at second. Ian Mendez at the plate. Littlefield on top, 3-0 here in the first inning. Here's the first pitch to Ian, and he'll swing it a high one for strike 1. Got past the catcher, and that allows Gabe Mata to go to third base. So now Mata's at third with 1 out. Back of the plate, 0-1 to Mendez. Ian will be the starting pitcher for the Wildcats today. He's going to show bunt. Pitcher throws it in the dirt. Mata comes home, and he'll score. It got past the catcher on a wild pitch. Gabe Mata comes home. That'll make it 4-0. Littlefield on top here in the top of the first inning. That'll clear the bases. Wildcats lead at 4-0, top of the first. Ian Mendez at the plate with 1 ball and 1 strike, 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Mendez. He shows bunt, but he'll pop it up, and it falls foul. Roosevelt catcher and third baseman were giving chase over in foul territory, but couldn't get to it. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Ian Mendez. 1 away with nobody on here in the top of the first inning. Littlefield on top, 4-0. Here's the 1-2 delivery outside. Ball 2, and the count evens now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Down the middle, he'll pop it up out into center field. Center fielder can't get to it on a little blooper, and that'll be a single for Ian Mendez. Mendez gets on base with a shallow fly ball to center field. And that will bring up Jacob Kirkland. Jacob Kirkland, the right fielder. He comes to the plate for the Littlefield Wildcats with a runner on first base. And we've got a courtesy. No, that's Ian, still running for himself over there. Ian Mendez running at first. Kirkland at the plate. Jacob, he's going to hit this one Swings at the first pitch, gets out into right field. Right fielder makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. Kirkland on the first pitch that he sees hits it out to right for out number 2. Mendez held up there at first base. So that'll bring Jaden Kirkland to the plate now. Jaden, the number 8 batter in the order for the Wildcats, and the 8th batter here in the first inning for the Wildcats. Littlefield leads it 4-0. Top of the first. Pickoff throw to first is not in time, as Mendez dives back in safely. 2 outs, runner on first for Littlefield here in the top of the first inning. Another pickoff throw, not in time. Mendez gets back in, dives in head first. So the sun is setting in the west. The shortstop and the left fielder looking directly into the sun. Here's the first pitch to Jaden Kirkland. It misses high, gets past the catcher, and that will allow Mendez to go to second base. Back of the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. And another pickoff to second. This time it gets past the second baseman, but not far enough for Ian to take off. This Roosevelt pitcher is highly concerned with base runners. Here's the 1-0 pitch to Jaden Kirkland. Swings at it for strike 1. Catcher throws down to second base, not in time as Mendez gets back in. Littlefield leads this game 4-0 here in the top of the first. Wildcats have brought 4 runs across, and we have 1 in scoring position here. Ian Mendez, a runner at second. Jaden Kirkland at the plate with 2 outs. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a pop-up foul over the backstop and out of play. And that will be strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to Jaden Kirkland. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Gabe Villanueva would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Here's the pitch. On the outside, misses. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. That was close. Good eye there for Jaden. Even now, 2 balls, 2 strikes. We've got 2 outs with a runner on second base. Here's the 2-2 pitch to Jaden Kirkland. Off speed, misses outside, ball 3. Good eye once again from Kirkland. Now it's a full count. 3 balls and 2 strikes, a full count to the batter. Base hit would probably score Mendez from second. Mendez is going to go, and it's going to be hit out into left field. Gets down for a base hit. Mendez is rounding third and headed home, and that'll be an RBI single for Jaden Kirkland. On a short fly ball to left field. And Ian may not have been able to score without that head start, so good heads-up base running by the Wildcats. And Kirkland delivered. And we'll see a courtesy runner coming in for Jaden Kirkland as the Roosevelt coach is going to go out and have a word with his infield. The courtesy runner for Kirkland will be number 16, Blayton Solis. Blayton Solis will be the runner now at first base for Jaden Kirkland, so Jaden can get his gear on, Wildcats catcher. Gabe Villanueva will come to the plate now. 5-0, Wildcats on top here in the top of the first. Gabe Villanueva, the number 9 batter in the order for Littlefield, the 9th batter in this inning for Littlefield.
Now back number 6, Gabe Villanueva.
Left-handed batter steps into the box. Runner on first is Solis. Courtesy runner for the catcher. Pickoff throw, not in time. This is the first at-bat of the day for Gabe Villanueva. Should he get on base with 2 outs, we would go back to the top of the order for Major McNeese. McNeese in the on-deck circle. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Littlefield sitting at 1-1 in district play after dropping the district opener to Idalou. The Wildcats run-ruled Muleshoe on a Saturday afternoon at home. Here's a 1-0. High, gets past the catcher. And Solis will go to second base on the wild pitch. That puts another runner in scoring position for Littlefield. As Gabe Villanueva at the plate has 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Blayton Solis, the base runner at second for the Wildcats. Here's the 2-0 delivery. And he's going to swing on this one. Hits it out into left center field. Oh, it's over the left fielder's head. Solis will score easily. And Villanueva will be standing up at second base. And I mentioned the sun, the left fielder and the shortstop both looking directly into the sun as it's setting off to the west.
Now batting number 2, Major McNeese.
And that one just, I don't think he saw it. I don't think the left fielder got a good judge of it because he just misplayed it. And that'll make it 6-0, and we're back to the top of the order now for Major McNeese. Littlefield is batted around. Major's going to line this one down the left field line, but it's just outside the chalk, and it'll go foul. We have a runner on second base, Gabe Villanueva. Blayton Solis, courtesy running for Jaden Kirkland, scored that last run. Littlefield has 2 outs with a runner on second base. Gabe Villanueva, the runner at second. Major McNeese, the batter. Here's the 0-1. And Major rips this one out into right field off the glove of the first baseman. Villanueva's coming around third. Play at the plate. He'll score. And Major McNeese drives in a run with a hard hit. Line drive just over the first baseman's head. He jumped up to try to stop. He got his glove on it, but he was unable to catch it. And that will make it 7-0. Littlefield on top here in the top of the first inning. 2 outs, runner on first base. That's McNeese, and here comes Adam McDonald. Adam is 1 for 1 with a single. He had a grounder out to left field his last time up between the shortstop and third baseman. Here's the first pitch to McDonald, low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Adam steps back into the box. Here's the pitch, swing and a miss at strike 1. Was out ahead of that one a little bit. Looked like a change-up. He was just out in front of it. Now 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to McDonald. 2 outs, runner on first for the Wildcats. One pitch. Low, runner's going to go. McNeese will slide into second base. And Major McNeese steals second, and now he's in scoring position. Back of the plate, 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. We've been playing about 25 minutes. This game is still in the top of the first inning. Here's the 2-1. Off speed, but he's going to come around on it and drive it down the left field line, but it goes foul. And that will be strike 2 now on Adam McDonald. Should McDonald get on base with 2 outs, Braden Redmond would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. So here we go. McDonald at the plate. McNeese, runner at second. 2-2 pitch. That'll be a ground ball out to the third baseman. Fields it off his chest, and he can't find it. And everybody will be safe. McDonald safe at first. McNeese will be safe at third. And that will be an E5 error on the third baseman. That puts runners on the corners for the Wildcats here. 2 outs, runners at first and third, and Braden Redmond comes to the plate. Redmond reached on an error his last time up. Came around to score. Pitcher comes off the mound, and runners on the corners will tag up. McDonald at first, McNeese at third, Redmond at the plate. Here's the pitch to Redmond. High and outside, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. The Roosevelt pitcher, his name is Hunter Johnson, and he's thrown 45 pitches already here in the first inning. Here's the 1-0. And Redmond will hit this one out into left field. Left fielder settles up under it, and he'll make the catch for out number 3, and that will retire the side. But the Littlefield Wildcats bring 7 runs across the plate in the top of the first. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 1. We'll be back right after this.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4 94763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the bottom of inning number 1. Littlefield leads this game by a score of 7-0. And here comes Ryan Bradshaw to the plate for Roosevelt. Here are the fielding positions for the Wildcats. Ian Mendez, wearing number 12, is on the mound. Jaden Kirkland, wearing number 8, behind the plate. First pitch was a ball. Second pitch is in there for a called strike 1. And the count goes 1-1. We have number 30, Adam McDonald at first. Braden Redmond, wearing number 18, is at second. Here's the 1-1 pitch, low and away. Chip Green, wearing number 28, is at shortstop. And Gabriel Mata, wearing number 26, is the third baseman. Gabe Villanueva, wearing number 6, is out in left field. Number 2, Major McNeese in center field. And number 10, Jacob Kirkland, out in right. Big swing and a miss for strike 2. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes. Also on the roster for the Wildcats today, number 22, Dawson Atkins. Number 20, Anastasio Ayala. Number 32, C.J. Weaver. And number 16, Blayton Solis. As the next pitch misses for ball 3, it's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. 3-2 to the leadoff batter for the Roosevelt Eagles, Ryan Bradshaw. Littlefield leads this game 7-0 in the bottom of the first. Payoff pitch. That's going to miss a little high for ball 4. So it's a leadoff walk for the Eagles. Roosevelt has a runner on first with no outs.
Number 7, Nate Casares.
Nate Casares comes to the plate now. Nate Casares, right-handed batter. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. It's a base runner at first. Bradshaw gets back in safely. That pitch comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Nate Casares. Ian Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate for the Wildcats. Another pickoff throw to first is not in time. Both of these teams are maroon and white. Roosevelt adds a little black into theirs, but they're wearing white jerseys with white pants, maroon pinstripes, maroon and black trim and numbers. That pitch is low and away. Ball 1. Littlefield wearing their maroon jerseys with white pants. White and gray trim and numbers for Littlefield with the white caps. Here's the 1-1. Curveball, and he'll come around on it. Grounds it to third. Throw to second is in time. Throw to first is in time. And the Littlefield Wildcats turn the double play. The 5-4-3 double play for the Wildcats. Mata to Redmond to McDonald. And it's 2 outs, nobody on. Nice job to turn 2 there on the 5-4-3 double play. 2 outs, nobody on, and here comes Cooper Bland. Cooper Bland wears number 16. He comes up with 2 outs, nobody on. First pitch is in there for a called strike, an off-speed pitch from Mendez. Here's the 0-1. That one misses low and away, ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. Here's the windup and the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 2, and now the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2 to Cooper Bland. Mendez gets the call from Jaden Kirkland. 1-2 pitch, swing and a foul ball back to the backstop. Count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Bland. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Cameron Vasquez would be the next batter for Roosevelt. That pitch misses low. Ball 2, little low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. Here's Mendez with a 2-2 pitch. Curveball comes in for a called strike 3. Cooper Bland goes down looking, and that will retire the side as the Littlefield Wildcats lead this game after 1. Your score, Littlefield 7, Roosevelt 0. We'll be back for the top of the second right after this.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West at Roosevelt High School, where Littlefield leads this game by a score of 7-0, moving into the top of the first inning. And Chip Green will start things off for the Wildcats as he takes the first pitch for a called strike. It's 0-1. Gabe Mata and Ian Mendez are due up in the order. Green is 0 for 1 with a fly out in his first at-bat. Had a fly out to center field. He swings at this one for strike 2. And now it's 0-2. Hunter Johnson is the pitcher on the mound for Roosevelt. He threw 46 pitches in the first inning of play. Littlefield brought 7 runs across the plate. Here's the 0-2. Swing, and he'll fly this one down the left field line. Foul ball. Count remains 0-2 for the cleanup hitter, Chip Green. Green, the Wildcat senior, playing at shortstop today. Here's Johnson. The 0-2 pitch, low and away, ball 1. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Hunter Johnson. Correction, the batter, Chip Green. Hunter Johnson, the pitcher for Roosevelt. 7-0 Wildcats, top of the second. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Off speed, he's going to pop it up. Shallow right field. Right fielder on his horse, can't get to it. Second baseman could have just made it. Ryan Bradshaw, the second baseman for Roosevelt. I mean, it came down right there where he's standing, but I think he was called off by the right fielder, and Chip Green will be safe at first base. So the error puts a runner on first base for the Wildcats, and here comes Gabriel Mata. Gabe Mata at the plate. And Mata is 1 for 1 with a single. He had a hard hit grounder right up the middle, over the pitcher's mound, over second base, into center field his last time up. He's going to show bunt, pickoff throw to first, and it's not in time as Green dives back in safely. Chip Green, the base runner at first. Gabriel Mata at the plate. Mata steps back into the box. Here's the pitch. And he'll pull back on one high and inside as Green will steal second base. He'll be uncontested out there as that pitch was high and tight. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 to the batter. Mata with Ian Mendez in the on-deck circle. Jacob Kirkland is in the hole. Littlefield with a runner in scoring position. That's Green. He's got a good lead off the bag there at second. 1-0. And the bunt foul back to the backstop. Count goes 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Gabriel Mata, the Wildcats' third baseman. Who has already had a defensive highlight in today's game as he started a double play from third. Again, he shows bunt. Pick off to second. Gets past the second baseman, Chip. He's going to stay there at second base. He'll play it safe. Coach Hartley kept him there, and it rolled out onto the grass, but I think if it was up to Chip, he would have gone. Coach Hartley keeps him there. Probably a wise choice. Back of the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. Again, Mata showing bunt. And he's going to lay it down. Comes to the first baseman. He picks it up, throws to first, gets past the second baseman who was covering the bag at first, rolls out into right field. Chip's going to score, and Gabe is at second base. And another Roosevelt error gives Littlefield a run, and it's now 8-0 Wildcats. Eight to 0, Littlefield on top, and Roosevelt will gather the infield on the pitcher's mound as Ian Mendez gets ready to come to the plate. 8-0 with no outs here. No outs in the top of the second inning. Wildcats on top, 8-0. We scored 7 runs in the first. We brought 1 across already here in the second. Mendez at the plate is 1 for 1 with a single. He had a short fly ball to center field his last time up. First pitch to Mendez is high for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Jacob Kirkland on deck for the Wildcats. Pitch, Fouls this one back to the backstop. On the foul ball, it's strike one. One and one. One ball, one strike to Mendez. Gabe Mata, the base runner, on second. A pickoff throw to second base, not in time, as Mata dives back in. 8-0 our score, 8-0. Next pitch, low and outside. That'll make it 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Two-one delivery. Catches the outside corner for a called strike 2, and now the count goes even. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Mendez. That pitch misses low for ball 3. Now it's a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Runner on second base for the Wildcats. That's Gabriel Mata, the runner. Ian Mendez with a full count. He'll hit this one out to the second baseman. It's fielded. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Ian Mendez grounds out to the second baseman.
Now back number 10, Jacob Kirkland.
But on the ground out, Gabe Mata advanced to third base. So with 1 out, Littlefield has a runner on third, and here comes Jacob Kirkland. 8-0 our score. Littlefield on top. That pitch is outside for ball 1. Catcher throws down to third. As Mata gets back in safely. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Jacob Kirkland is 0 for 1 with a fly out. Had a fly out to right field his last time up. 1 ball, no strikes to Kirkland. Jaden Kirkland is on deck. Here's the 1-0. High. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Hunter Johnson has thrown a total of 62 pitches here in 1 1/3 innings. Out of those 62, 26 have been for ball. Jaden's going to ground this one out to the shortstop. It's fielded. The throw to first is in time for out number 2, but Gabriel Mata will score from third base on the ground out. That will make your score 9-0 on the sacrifice ground out, if you will. 2 away, nobody on for Littlefield now. And here comes Jaden Kirkland. Jaden comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a single. Had a short fly ball to left field his last time up. Dropped in for a base hit. First pitch here is high for ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes. 1-0 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Gabe Villanueva would be the next batter up for Littlefield. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. We are in the top half of inning number 2. Littlefield leads this game 9-0. 9-zip. Here's Johnson with the 1-1 pitch. He's going to hit this one high out into left field, going down the line. It's in foul territory and will be caught for out number 3. Up against the fence. It was out of the frame if you're watching on YouTube, but that was a heck of a catch by the Roosevelt Eagles, and that will be out number 3 as Jaden Kirkland flies out in foul territory. But Littlefield brings 2 more runs across in the second, And we're headed to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score, Littlefield 9, Roosevelt 0. We'll be right back.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the bottom of the second inning. It is 9-0 Littlefield, and the first pitch of the bottom of the second is going to be a great catch on a well-hit ball to center field. It was Cameron Vasquez who came up, took the first pitch from Ian Mendez, hits it out into shallow center, and Major McNeese makes one heck of a catch out there in center field for out number 1. Good effort there by McNeese. One pitch, one out here in the bottom of the second. This is Kason Grizel coming to the plate now. His first at-bat today. He's the number 5 batter in the order for Roosevelt. 9-0 is our score. Littlefield on top. Mendez delivers that pitch low and outside. It's 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. That one comes in for a called strike, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter. Next pitch, swing and a foul tip. He reached out and slapped it down in the dirt to stay alive there, and it's going to be 1-2. The count remains. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Kason Grizel. Hunter Johnson in the on-deck circle for the Eagles. That pitch low and outside, ball 2, and now the count is even, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Littlefield has Ian Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Here's the 2-2 pitch. That one misses a little low, ball 3. We have Adam McDonald at first, Braden Redmond at second, Chip Green at shortstop, and Gabriel Mata at third. Gabe Villanueva out in left, Major McNeese in center, and Jacob Kirkland in right. Here's the payoff pitch. That one misses low and away, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll put a runner on first base for Roosevelt, and here comes Hunter Johnson. Johnson comes to the plate for the first time today, batting 6th in the order. He is the Roosevelt starting pitcher, and he'll get his first at-bat here with a runner on first. 9-0, Littlefield on top. Bottom of inning number 2. That pitch is going to be grounded foul. This game is scheduled for 7 innings, but I've got a feeling it's only going to go 5. Oh and 1 to Hunter Johnson. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Mendez to McDonald. Back of the plate, 0-1 to Johnson. Another pickoff throw, not in time. Ian Mendez, the senior, getting a start. Senior right-hander getting the start on the mound tonight. His first district start. That pitch misses low and away. It just broke too soon and died in the dirt there. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1. That pitch comes right down the middle. Beautiful pitch there from Mendez. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Johnson. Next pitch, low and away, ball 2. Kirkland throws down to first base, but it's not in time. Another pickoff throw to first, not in time. Mendez is making that base runner work. There's 1 out with a runner on first base for Roosevelt here in the bottom of the second. Another pickoff to first, not in time. Back of the plate, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Swing and a fly ball hit out into left field. Villanueva drifting near the foul line, makes the catch. Gets the throw in to hold the runner up at first, and that'll be out number 2. Gabe Villanueva makes the catch out there in left. 2 outs with a runner on first. Gavin Gonzalez comes to the plate now. No. This is number 15, Matt Taylor, at the plate now. Matt Taylor, who was not listed in the original lineup as a starter, but he's inserted into the lineup here in the number 7 spot. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. So it's 2 outs with a runner on first and Taylor at the plate for Roosevelt. Another pickoff throw, not in time. Here's the first pitch to Taylor. Comes in for a called strike. Runner is going to go to second. We'll get him caught or get him in a rundown. We'll see if we can catch him. And the Wildcats will drop the ball. Yeah, but he gets back to first base safely, so no harm done, but Littlefield was unable to execute the rundown there as Chip Green was chasing him back. He tries to lob it to McDonald, and McDonald wasn't able to get it in his glove, and so no harm. Runner still at first base, but back at the plate, it's 0-1. Runner at first with 2 outs for Roosevelt. Matt Taylor, the batter. Here's the 0-1. Low gets past the catcher. Kirkland's going to give chase, but it will allow the base runner to go to second base on the passed ball. Hit him in the shin pads or the knee pads. Got away from him. So now it's 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 with 2 outs. Runner on second base for the Eagles. 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Now 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Taylor goes down swinging for out number 3. Roosevelt puts one on, but they can't bring any across, and we've played 2 complete out here in Acuff. Littlefield leads at 9-0. Headed to the top of the 3rd. We'll be right back.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top of the third inning. Littlefield leads this game by a score of 9-0. Gabe Villanueva comes up, takes the first pitch of the third inning and hits it out into the gap in left center field. And they'll get it in quickly, but he'll be on base with a single as G gets on with the first pitch he sees here in the top of the third inning. Littlefield leads 9-0, top of the third. Major McNeese now comes to the plate for the Wildcats. Major McNeese is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single today. He starts the third rotation through the order for Littlefield. McNeese shows bunt. Pitch. He's going to pull it back as it comes in for a strike. And Villanueva will steal second base. Gabe Villanueva safe at second. That puts him in scoring position with no outs. Back at the plate, 0-1 to McNeese. Next pitch, swing and a line drive, gets past the third baseman out into left field. G's going to be held up at third. And Major will be safe at first, and a single puts runners on the corners for the Wildcats. No outs with the runners at first and third, and here comes Adam McDonald. Adam is 1 for 2, reached on a single and reached on an error in his last at-bat. Littlefield has McNeese on first, Villanueva on second. No outs here in the top of the third inning. Hunter Johnson on the mound. The starting pitcher for Roosevelt. This will be his 70th pitch. Nope. He'll come off the rubber and each runner will tag up. This is one of those games where both pitchers just seem really insistent upon trying to pick off base runners. Neither pitcher has been able to pick anybody off, but they both keep trying. Here's a pitch. Runner's going to go to second base. And the catcher will throw down to third to try to get G at third base there. But Villanueva will slide in under the tag. McNeese steals second. Uncontested. So now Littlefield with two runners in scoring position. Major McNeese at second base. Gabe Villanueva at third. Back at the plate, 1-0 to McDonald. The next pitch comes in. Misses inside, ball 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Next pitch, catches the outside corner for a called strike 1. It's now 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Littlefield scored 7 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second inning. We are in the top of the third, leading 9-0. That pitch is going to be fouled as Adam came around on it, hit it down the left field line. Fouled off for a strike 2. It's now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to McDonald. Braden Redmond on deck. Chip Green in the hole for the Wildcats. Here's the 2-2. Swing and a pop-up. Foul over the backstop. That'll be out of play. So McDonald stays alive here with 2 strikes on him, 2-2. Base hit would probably score 2. Here's Johnson. 2-2 pitch. Swing and another foul ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. Johnson now at 75 pitches, and here comes the coach. And we could see a pitching change here. Hunter Johnson, the starting pitcher, in his 3rd inning of work, has runners at 2nd and 3rd with no outs. He's thrown 75 pitches. And he may be done for. And I don't know if he's injured. There's an umpire over there in the huddle as well. It's hard for me to view, but I don't know if Hunter Johnson is having an equipment issue, a health issue, or if they're just going to change pitchers. Yeah, his leg is hurt or something, so he's going to gingerly make his way to the dugout. And we'll see a pitching change for Roosevelt. So while the new pitcher takes the mound and warms up, I'll try to give you all of the fielding positions and the changes if Hunter Johnson doesn't come back in for Roosevelt. But we're in the top of the 3rd with no outs. Littlefield leads at 9-0. Let's take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Every bag of Fibermax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." Fibermax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in with the new pitcher for Roosevelt. This is Kason Grizel who comes on to pitch. The first pitch is going to be a wild pitch, allowing Gabe Villanueva to score from third base and also allows Major McNeese to go to third base. And it is now 10-0 Littlefield here in the top of the 3rd. Adam McDonald at the plate. That was ball 3. It's now 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. So McDonald will go to first base. So Kason Grizel will come on to pitch. Cameron Vasquez is still behind the plate for Roosevelt. Nate Casares, number 7, moves over to first base. Number 3, Jesus Macias, is now at second base. Number 4, Ryan Bradshaw, now at shortstop. And number 9, Gavin Gonzalez, is still at third. Here's Braden Redmond at the plate for the Wildcats. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. McDonald gets back in safely. Redmond is 0 for 2. He reached on an error and then had a fly out. And Hunter Johnson did not come back in the game, the pitcher for Roosevelt, the starting pitcher. Another pickoff, not in time. So Grizel now the pitcher for the Roosevelt Eagles. And he's facing Braden Redmond for the first time. No outs, runners on the corners. We're in the top of the third inning. Littlefield on top, 10-0. And again, he'll come off the mound. McDonald will steal second base. He's safe. Major McNeese will roll across home plate, and he'll be safe. So Littlefield with great base running. Adam McDonald steals second. And on the throw to second, Major McNeese comes home. And then they try to get McNeese at home, and that allowed McDonald to go to third on the throw home. So Littlefield now leads the game 11-0. Top of the third inning. Adam McDonald is now on third base. Braden Redmond at the plate. First pitch to Redmond. Misses low and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0. Redmond, the second baseman today for the Wildcats. This is his third at-bat, and he'll foul this one over the backstop. And out of play, it will be strike 1 on the foul. One ball, one strike, no outs to Redmond. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 2. Now 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Kason Grizel now pitching in relief of Hunter Johnson for the Eagles. Here's the 2-1 delivery. Low and outside, ball 3 now. 3 balls and 1 strike, 3-1. Wildcats scored 7 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second inning, and 2 runs have come across so far here in the third. Wildcats have a runner on third base with no outs. 3-1 pitch. Misses inside for ball 4. Braden Redmond draws the walk. He'll go to first base. That puts runners on the corners for the Wildcats, and here comes Chip Green. Green to the plate for the third time today. He's 1 for 2 with a fly out and a single. Littlefield has runners on the corners here. Be watching for Redmond. I'm sure he'll try to take second base. If not on the first pitch, maybe the second pitch. Here we go. Swing and a pop-up. Short fly ball coming down near the shortstop, and he'll make the catch, and Redmond will have to head back to first. And that will be out number 1 as Chip pops it up to the shortstop. 1 away with runners on the corners. And Gabriel Mata comes to the plate now. Mata is 1 for 2 with a single, and then he reached on an error on a bunt in his last at-bat. Gabriel Mata at the plate. Ian Mendez on deck. Jacob Kirkland in the hole. Wildcats have runners on the corners. Redmond at first, McDonald at third. Here's the pitch. And he'll foul this one off over the backstop and out of play. 0-1 after the foul ball. Oh, and 1 to the batter, Mata. Grizel. Long pause as he gets the call from his catcher. Here's the 0-1. Redmond's going to go, and he'll be uncontested as Braden Redmond steals second base. That pitch was low, by the way, for ball one. Now Littlefield has two runners in scoring position. Redmond at second, McDonald at third, Gabriel Mata at the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Base hit would probably score 2. 1-1 pitch, low and outside. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike now, 2-1. And Kason Grizel, the pitcher for Roosevelt, having a hard time finding the strike zone here. He's thrown 11 pitches, and 8 of those have been for ball. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a ground ball, foul. As he fouled it straight down into the box. Hit the dirt in the batter's box and then rolled out into the field of play, but it was ruled foul. And all the runners will have to head back. Braden Redmond to second and Adam McDonald to third as they were already on the move. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out to Gabriel Mata, the Wildcats' third baseman. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3 as Gabriel Mata goes down swinging for out number 2. 2 outs. Runners at second and third for the Wildcats, and here comes Ian Mendez. Mendez, the starting pitcher today for the Littlefield Wildcats. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a ground out today. First pitch to Mendez. He's going to swing on this one. He'll hit it shallow left on a high fly ball. The ball is caught by Cole Hatchett, the left fielder. And that will be out number 3 to retire the side. But Littlefield brings 2 more runs across, and we lead it 11-0 headed to the bottom of the third. We'll be back with more Wildcats baseball right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day. Whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's Struck Month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in as we begin the bottom of the third inning. The first batter up bunts it down the third base line, and one heck of a play for the Littlefield Wildcats from Ian Mendez to Adam McDonald. That was more than likely going to be a safe bunt, a well-placed bunt for Cole Hatchett down the line, but Mendez played it perfectly, got to it quick, and made one heck of a throw off balance to get it there to first base for out number 1. Great defense by the Littlefield Wildcats. One away, nobody on. Here's Jesus Macias. First pitch here is low for ball 1. This is number 3, Jesus Macias, the number 9 batter in the order for the Eagles. One away, nobody on here. Wildcats have Ian Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first. Here's a swing and a ground ball out to the second baseman, fielded. The throw is in time for out number 2. And Braden Redmond, the second baseman, makes the play for the Wildcats. We have Redmond at second, Chip Green at short, Gabriel Mata at third. Gabe Villanueva out in left field, Major McNeese in center field, and Jacob Kirkland out in right. But we may have some substitutions. I'll let you know. I've got to get my binoculars out. Here comes Ryan Bradshaw. First pitch catches the inside corner for a called strike 1 to Bradshaw. Yeah, we still have our starting 9 out there. Swing and a miss at the next pitch for strike 2. It's now 0-2. Littlefield Wildcats. Ian Mendez places the next one in the dirt for ball 1. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. So we have Ian Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. That pitch comes in on a curveball for a called strike 3 as Bradshaw goes down looking for out number 3, and that will retire the side. We played 3 complete innings here in Acuff. We're headed to the top of the 4th. Jaden Kirkland, Jacob Kirkland, Jaden Kirkland, and Gabe Villanueva due up in the order. We'll be back right after this.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4-94763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West here at Roosevelt High School, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 11-0. Moving into the top of the 4th inning, it will be the 7, 8, and 9 batters up in the order for the Wildcats. Jacob Kirkland, followed by Jaden Kirkland and Gabe Villanueva. Here's Jacob. First pitch here is going to be a ground ball. Fair down the third baseline, and it's going to roll all the way to the corner. Kirkland's rounding first, headed to second base, and Jacob Kirkland leads things off with a stand-up double. It was just inside the bag, rather, on that ground ball to third base, and then those things are so dangerous because they always roll out to the corner of the field, and that'll be a leadoff double for Jacob Kirkland. And here comes Jaden. Runner on second base with no outs. We're in the top of the fourth inning. Littlefield on top, 11-zip. Here's the pitch. He shows bunt. Pulls it back on a curveball that comes in for a strike. Throw to second base, and they got him. Jacob Kirkland caught off the bag at second base, and one heck of a throw by the Roosevelt catcher Cameron Vasquez to get Jacob Kirkland. Man, Jacob tagged out at second base. He was gunned down there by Vasquez of Roosevelt. One of the few bright spots tonight for the Eagles. That pitch is low for ball one. One away, nobody on now for the Wildcats is Jaden Kirkland at the plate. Kirkland, the catcher, is 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. He singled on a short fly ball to left field in his first at-bat. Here's the 1-1. That misses low and away. Ball 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1 to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Gabe Villanueva on deck. 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2-2. To the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Grizel with the 2-2 pitch. Curveball comes in for a called strike 3, and Jaden goes down looking for out number 2. So 2 outs, nobody on for Littlefield, and Gabe Villanueva comes to the plate now. He is the number 9 batter in the order for the Wildcats, but he is 2 for 2 today with a double and a single, both of them on base hits out into left center field. And he swings at the first pitch here for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Villanueva. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Major McNeese would be the next batter up for the Wildcats. Here's Grizel with the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 2. Now it's 0-2 to the batter, Villanueva. G steps back up to the plate. He's down on the count, 0-2 here. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch. That'll be a ground ball up the middle. Gets through out into center field. And a 2-out single for Gabe Villanueva. A grounder right up the gut.
Number 2, Major McNeese.
That puts a runner on first with 2 outs, and we go back to the top of the order for the Wildcats now. This is Major McNeese, and he'll start the 4th rotation through the order as he comes up for the 4th time. Major's 2 for 2 with a walk and 2 singles. First pitch to McNeese is a curveball. Comes in for a strike. Catcher throws down to first. Not in time. Back of the plate, 0-1 to the batter, Major McNeese. Major's 2 singles were to opposite sides of the field. Line drive to right, followed by a line drive to left. Pickoff throw to first is not in time. Gabe Villanueva, one of the quicker players on the team for Littlefield. Be looking for him to try to steal here. Here's the 0-1, and here he goes. That's going to be a line drive, gets past the shortstop. Villanueva's rounding second, and Hartley's going to wave him home. Throw comes in, and everybody's safe, and that'll be a double for Major McNeese to score the run. And it's now 12-0, and Littlefield has now scored in every inning. Major McNeese with another well-hit line drive. Scores Gabe Villanueva. And that'll make it 12-0 with 2 outs. Adam McDonald comes to the plate now with a runner on second base. That's Major McNeese at second. McDonald at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Reached on a single, then reached on an error, and then walked his last time up. So even though he's 1 for 2, he's been on base every time, and he's going to rip this one down the left field line. It's going back to the wall. Major will score easily from second, and McDonald will be standing up at second base. And a hard hit line drive right down the left field line. That makes it 13-0. 13-zip Littlefield here in the top of the fourth, and here's Braden Redmond. Redmond comes up with 2 outs and a runner on second base. Braden Redmond is 0 for 2 today. First pitch low and outside, ball 1. Redmond reached on an error, then had a fly out, and then walked. In his first 3 at-bats, this is his 4th at-bat of the night. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a ground ball, slow roller back to the pitcher. Grizel gloves it, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3. And that will retire the side, but Littlefield brings 2 more runs across in the 4th inning, and we are headed to the bottom of the 4th with your score, Littlefield 13, Roosevelt 0. We'll be back right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of Fibermax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." Fibermax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on a Monday night. This game was scheduled for Tuesday but moved to tonight because we're expecting another windstorm tomorrow. It's been all Littlefield tonight, 13-0. Wildcats on top as we move to the bottom of the 4th inning. Ian Mendez remains on the mound for the Wildcats, delivers a strike on the first pitch to Nate Casares, number 7. Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Here's the 0-1, curveball, and it'll be grounded foul down the third baseline. Littlefield has Adam McDonald at first base, Braden Redmond at second base. Chip Green is the shortstop, and Gabriel Mata at third base. We have Jaden Kirkland out in center field, Major McNeese out in center field, and Gabe Villanueva in left. Here's the 0-2 pitch to Casares, and that'll miss low and outside for ball 1. Correction, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes now, 1-2. Cooper Bland is on deck. Cameron Vasquez in the hole for Roosevelt. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That one kind of got away from him. Good stop by Jaden Kirkland, and it's now 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Casares. Ian gets the call from his catcher. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Catches the outside corner for a called strike 3. Nate Casares goes down looking for out number 1.
Now batting for the Eagles, center fielder number 16, Cooper Bland.
Cooper Bland comes to the plate now for the second time today for Roosevelt. He is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. First pitch here is a curveball. Got him to swing at strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Cooper Bland, with Cameron Vasquez on deck for the Eagles. Here's Mendez with the 0-1. Another curveball. This time it stays high. That'll be ball 1, and the count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to the batter. Next pitch will be fouled to the backstop. Strike 2 on the foul ball now. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Mendez will ask for another ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Nobody on here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Roosevelt, as the home team, will have the final at-bat. Here's the 1-2. Just misses outside. Good effort there by Jaden Kirkland to try to frame it there for the umpire, but umpire's not going to bite. It'll be ball 2. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out to the batter, Cooper Bland. Pitch. That'll be a ground ball out to third base, fielded by Mata. The throw off the mark, gets past McDonald, and the runner will be safe at first base. And the errant throw by the Wildcats' third baseman, Gabriel Mata, will result in a base runner there for the Roosevelt Eagles. Cooper Bland gets on safely with an E5 on the Wildcats. So runner on first base now with 1 out, and here comes Cameron Vasquez. Cameron Vasquez at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with a fly out. First we'll see a pickoff throw to first. Not in time. Mendez is at 49 pitches here in his 4th inning of work in the starting effort. That pitch is going to come inside and hit him. And for the first time tonight, we see a batter get hit by a pitch. And that'll put Cameron Vasquez on first base now. Vasquez hit by a pitch. So Cooper Bland is at second base. Cameron Vasquez is at first. Roosevelt has 2 runners on with 1 out. So here we go. This is Kaysen Grizel at the plate now. Runners at first and second base with 1 out for Roosevelt. Pickoff throw to second base, not in time. Kaysen Grizel, who's now pitching for Roosevelt, at the plate. 13-0 Wildcats on top. First pitch there comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Kaysen Grizel. Littlefield Wildcats lead it 13-0. Here's the 0-1. Way outside for ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Ian Mendez on the mound. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. McDonald at first. Redmond at second. Green at short. Mata at third. Villanueva out in left. McNeese in center. And Kirkland in right. That pitch is going to miss inside for ball 2. Grizel kind of braced himself, ready to take one for the team, but it didn't hit him. So it's 2 balls and 1 strike. Next pitch, swing and a miss on a fastball down the middle, and it's 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Roosevelt This may be the first time tonight they've had two base runners on. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 3-2. Grizel steps back into the batter's box with a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ian Mendez. He's going to step off the rubber and everybody will reset. Littlefield scored 7 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third, and 2 runs in the fourth. We lead it 13-0. Payoff pitch comes right down the middle for a called strike 3 as Grizel goes down looking for out number 2. So the strikeout there.
For the Eagles, number 5, Mikey Mata.
So we have Mikey Mata coming to the plate now for Roosevelt, and this will be his first at-bat. But we'll see a courtesy runner coming in also for Vasquez. And the courtesy runner looks like it'll be number 11, Beltran. So Beltran running for Vasquez at first base.
First base for the Eagles. Speedy Beltran.
So Beltran at first, Cooper Bland at second for Roosevelt, 2 outs, and Mikey Mata at the plate. Throw to second base, not in time. As the runner dives back in safely. We've been playing for an hour and 43 minutes. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning. Littlefield leads it 13-0. First pitch here, swing and a miss, strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Mikey Mata. 2 outs, bottom of the 4th inning. Here's the 0-1. Outside, ball 1. The count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Ian with a 1-1 pitch. On the outside corner, called strike 2. Beautiful placement there. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 outs. Next pitch, swing and a foul tip. Count remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mendez has thrown a total of 60 pitches in the game today. A starting effort for the Wildcats. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Mikey Mata goes down swinging for out number 3. Roosevelt puts 2 runners on but can't bring any across. And we are headed to the top of inning number 5. With your score, Littlefield 13, Roosevelt 0. We'll be back right after this.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day. Whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck, if you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball action. Here on the Littlefield Sports Network, I'm Cody West as we move to the top half of inning number 5. Top of the 5th, Littlefield leads 13-0. Wildcats looking for some insurance runs here in the top of the 5th. 4, 5, and 6 batters. Chip Green, Gabriel Mata, and Ian Mendez up in the order. Green takes the first pitch high and tight for ball 1. Next pitch comes in for a called strike 1. And it's 1-1. Chip is 1 for 3 today with a fly out, single, and a fly out in that order. Grizel remains on the mound for the Eagles. That pitch is low for ball 2, and now it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Chip Green. Two balls, 1 strike to the batter Green. Next pitch on the outside corner called strike 2 now. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs to the leadoff batter here in the top of the 5th for the Wildcats, Chip Green. He'll swing at this one and ground it out to the shortstop. Fielded, throw to first, not in time as Chip easily outruns the throw there. It was pretty deep. And Chip's got some wheels on him, so Chip Green will get on with a single on the grounder to the shortstop. So with no outs, Littlefield has a runner on first base, and Gabriel Mata comes to the plate. First pitch to Gabe is low for ball 1. Mata's 1 for 3 with a single, reached on an error, and then struck out in his last at-bat. Green, the base runner at first. Gabriel Mata at the plate. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. Ball gets past the first baseman, and Chip will go down to second base. And Chip Green on the botched pickoff. That puts a runner in scoring position for the Wildcats with no outs, and Gabriel Mata at the plate. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. That one misses low for ball 2. Chip's going to take third base. The catcher throws down on him, but it's not in time as Chip Green steals third. And that puts a runner on third as Chip gets all the dirt out of his jersey. Back of the plate, 2 balls, no strikes. Runner on third base with no outs here for Littlefield. 2-0 pitch. Way outside, gets past the catcher, but Chip won't be able to go as it bounced off of the backstop and came back to the catcher. But it is 3 balls and no strikes to Gabriel Mata with Ian Mendez in the on-deck circle. It's been a long game tonight to just be in the 5th inning. Here's the 3-0 pitch to Mata. And he'll ground this one out to the third baseman, gets past him. Shortstop makes the stop. Throws to first. Mata off the bag. He'll get tagged out at second. Yeah. That's going to be out number 1. Gabriel Mata, who he just didn't He came around first base, and if he would have kept going, would have been safe at second base, but he paused to look back, and then that allowed the first baseman, Nate Casares, to get to the ball and make the catch for out number one, or rather get the ball, make the throw, rather, and get out number one at second base. So here comes Ian Mendez to the plate. First pitch high and inside for ball one. (14-0) now is our score. 14-zip. Littlefield has scored in every inning. One away, nobody on for the Wildcats. Next pitch to Mendez is fouled off for strike one. Count goes 1-1 now. 1 ball, 1 strike to Ian Mendez. Jacob Kirkland in the on-deck circle for the Wildcats. We are in the top of inning number 5. 14-0 Littlefield. 1 away. Next pitch, low and away, ball 2, and the count goes 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1 to Mendez. Grizel gets the call from his catcher. 2-1 delivery is going to be a grounder down the first baseline. First baseman Casares picks it up, steps on the bag, and that'll be out number 2. As Ian Mendez grounds out down the first baseline, just rolled right to the first baseman. Easy play there for Roosevelt, and now it's 2 outs, nobody on, and Jacob Kirkland comes to the plate. Kirkland steps into the box. He's 1 for 3 today with a fly out, ground out, and a double. Here's the first pitch to Kirkland. Low and outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Grizel with the next pitch. That one misses low for ball 2. Now 2 balls, no strikes. Got a little dirt in the eye of the catcher, Cameron Vasquez. Two balls, no strikes, 2-0. Jaden Kirkland is on deck if Jacob should get on with 2 outs here. 2-0 pitch. Swing, and he's going to hit this one hard out into left field. Left fielder gets under it and makes the catch. And that is out number 3 to retire the side on the fly out to left field by Jaden Kirkland. We're headed to the bottom of the 5th. 3 outs and it's over. The Wildcats defense is going to try to get the shutout here in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be back right after this.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're live out at Acuff, Texas at Roosevelt High School, where the Littlefield Wildcats lead this game by a score of 14-0, headed into the bottom of inning number 5. 3 outs and it's over for the Wildcats. If we can keep Roosevelt from scoring 5 runs here. Starting 9 are back out on the field for the Littlefield Wildcats, with the exception of third base, where Blayton Solis has now come into the game to play third base. Solis now at third. I'll give you the other 8 here in just a moment as Matt Taylor comes to the plate for Roosevelt to start the bottom of the 5th inning. First pitch low and outside. Ball 1. We have Ian Mendez on the mound. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first, Braden Redmond at second, Chip Green at shortstop, Blayton Solis at third. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a foul ball as he fouls it straight back. We have Gabe Villanueva out in left, Major McNeese in center field, and Jacob Kirkland out in right. 1 ball, 1 strike at the plate. 1-1 to the batter. Next pitch. Swing and a line drive out to Adam McDonald, who dives to make the catch. Oh, and I don't know if you got it there on YouTube. Might have been just outside of the frame there, but a heck of a play by Adam McDonald to make the catch for out number 1 on the line drive. That was a line drive right down the first base line. Great play there by the Littlefield first baseman. Cole Hatchett comes to the plate now for the Eagles. 1 away, nobody on. First pitch to Hatchett. It's a curveball that comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter. Hatchett is 0 for 1. He bunted out his last time up. That pitch is low and away. Ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Nobody on for Roosevelt. Here's the pitch. Curveball comes in for a called strike 2. Good looking pitch there. Mendez has thrown 67 pitches. The starting effort, his 5th inning of work. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss at strike 3, and Hatchett goes down swinging for out number 2. So the Wildcats are 1 out away from winning on the road here at Roosevelt tonight. 14-0 our score, bottom of the 5th. 2 outs, nobody on, and Jesus Macias comes to the plate now for the Eagles. First pitch to Macias is low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Jesus Macias. Here's Mendez with the 1-0 pitch. Low and outside, ball 2, and the count goes 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 2-0. Stick around for the post-game wrap-up. I'll give you some stats on the Wildcats' performance here tonight. (2-0) Mendez out of the windup. Delivers the pitch. Catches the corner. That's going to be a strike 1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Umpire had to let that one sink in for a minute before he called the strike. 2-1. Wind up in the pitch. That one's outside. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs here. Ian Mendez, the starting pitcher for Littlefield tonight. This will be his 73rd pitch. Low, ball 4. So that puts a runner on first base. Macias draws the walk, and we go back to the top of the order now for Roosevelt. So Ryan Bradshaw comes to the plate. So Bradshaw steps up for the 3rd time tonight. He's 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout. Bradshaw steps into the box with 2 outs and a runner on first for Roosevelt. Mendez with a pickoff throw to first, not in time. Ian out of the stretch, delivers the first pitch in there for a strike. 0-1. 0-1 to the batter, Bradshaw. Mendez with a pickoff throw to first, not in time. We've now been playing for over 2 hours. We are in the bottom of the 5th. Here's the 0-1. Curveball got him to swing at strike 2. And now it's 0-2. And Ian Mendez is 1 strike away from winning this game for the Littlefield Wildcats. 14-0 the score. Gets the call from Kirkland. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a foul ball back to the backstop. Count remains 0-2. The base runner, Macias, was going, but he'll jog back to first base. Oh and 2 to the batter, Ryan Bradshaw. Runner's going to go. Here's the pitch. Outside. Ball 1. Macias will steal second base, uncontested there. So now Roosevelt has a runner on second base with 2 outs. At the plate, it's 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Mendez. Pitch, swing and a miss. Kirkland drops the ball. He'll throw to first, and it's in time for out number 3, and that will retire the side and end the game as the Littlefield Wildcats win it by a final score of 14-0 over the Roosevelt Eagles here on this Monday night. Let's take a break, and we'll be back to wrap this one up right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. This one is in the books as the Littlefield Wildcats win it by a final score of 14-0 behind a no-hitter from Ian Mendez. I didn't want to talk about it and jinx it during the broadcast or during the game, but the Wildcats got a no-hitter out of Ian Mendez tonight. Roosevelt scored no runs on no hits, committed 5 errors, and left 4 runners stranded on base. Littlefield scored 7 runs in the first inning, 2 runs in the second, 2 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, and 1 run in the 5th inning. Littlefield scored 14 runs on 15 hits, committed 1 error, and left 5 runners stranded on base in the winning effort for the Littlefield Wildcats. As we mentioned, Ian Mendez gets the no-hitter. He pitched 5 complete innings. He faced 19 batters. He threw a total of 78 pitches. He allowed no runs to come across. He had 8 strikeouts, 4 of them looking, 4 of them swinging, no hits, and he walked 3 batters in the winning effort. Ian Mendez with the no-hitter here tonight at Roosevelt. Hitting-wise for the Wildcats, we were putting it in play all over the place. 15 hits tonight for Littlefield as a team. Major McNeese goes 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, 2 RBIs, and 3 runs scored. For Major, a big night at the plate. Adam McDonald goes 2 for 3 at the plate with a single and a double, 2 RBIs, and 1 run scored. Braden Redmond went 0 for 3 at the plate, but did score a run as he got on with a walk. Chip Green went 2 for 4 at the plate with 2 singles. He had 2 runs scored, did Chip Green. Gabriel Mata went 2 for 4 at the plate with 2 singles. He had 2 RBIs and 2 runs scored. Ian Mendez went 1 for 4 at the plate with a single and a run scored. Jacob Kirkland was 1 for 4 at the plate with a double, an RBI tonight. Jaden Kirkland was 1 for 3 tonight with a single and an RBI. Gabe Villanueva went 3 for 3 tonight in the 9-hole. Villanueva goes 3 for 3 with 2 singles, a double, a run batted in, and 3 runs scored for Gabe Villanueva. G had a big night at the plate for the Littlefield Wildcats. Blayton Solis also had a run scored as well as a courtesy runner earlier in the game for the Littlefield Wildcats. But 14-0, the final score there. Just a dominant performance by the Wildcats on the road tonight here at ACUF. And the Wildcats will be back on the road on Saturday when the Wildcats travel to Friona. Our next action will be at Friona, 12 noon on this Saturday. We'll be there with a broadcast. If you can't make it to the game at Friona, we'll have the broadcast on YouTube here at the Littlefield Sports Network and also with live audio at littlefieldsports.com. But the Wildcats move to 2-1 in district play and win their second game in a row tonight in in 5 innings in 10-run rule fashion over the Roosevelt Eagles tonight. That's going to do it for us. Until Saturday, make it a great evening, everyone.
This has been a presentation of West 11 Sports Media. Today's Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, FiberMax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC. This is West 11 Sports, your home for Littlefield High School sports.